We got to do something. It starts with you. It starts with every single one of you watching. Sign the RPM Act. Do something about it. I'm doing my part. What are you doing? Bit of bad weather we're having today, but kind of fitting for this video. It's still a little sunny, so we got a sunglass up. But, well, actually first, before we even get into the video, I want to talk to you a little bit. This could be considered good news too. My friend Stang Mode, you guys know him well. Good friend of mine has asked me to help on his latest car giveaway. He's giving away a brand new 2021 Mach 1. Well, he reached out to me for a little bit of help because let's backtrack just for a minute. You know, about a year, almost 2 years ago, it seems like, he was giving away a 2020 GT500 and we all thought that it was like, how is this possible, right? A channel his size, how is he pulling it off? Well, now he's on to like his 6th or 7th giveaway and it's all legit. You're gonna go to stangmode.com, but here's the thing, use promo code Xander13 at checkout and it will save you a couple of dollars. Okay, we've been cutting up in this video for long enough. We need to get serious. Let's have a talk. So you may have heard, and if you haven't, that's okay. That's what this video is for. That big government is trying to make it illegal for you to modify your VIN numbered car. Doesn't matter if it's registered, if it sits there and you only take it on the weekends, all of that. And so how does that affect us and what can we do about it? EPA is coming down. They first came down on, I'm not an SME on this by any means, but Lund Racing was visited by that 3-letter agency. I'll let him tell his side of the story. I'll link the video, Lund Racing's video, down in the description because he says it best out of his mouth. All respect to those guys. And you know, one of their tuners that's also on YouTube, Alex Flores, has talked pretty avidly about this whole thing. And rightfully so. The RPM Act needs to be talked about because that's the only thing that's going to save us. So right now, if you made it this far in the video, please pause this, go down in the description, click on the RPM Act. I will link it. Please go fill it out, come back, and we can talk about the video. But I want you to, I don't want you to miss out on the part where I'm telling you what to do. You know what I mean? The only thing that's going to save our motorsports hobby. Honestly, it's more than just a hobby for some. You know, like for me, I'm a smaller channel. For some of these YouTubers out there, for a lot of people out there in the industry, you know, that never mind with YouTube, right? Let's just talk about the industry itself. People rely on selling go-fast parts to feed their families. But now with this new administration that's running the country, things are just getting greenlit, you know, faster than ever before. This is nothing new. The EPA came after the diesel world years ago pretty hard and were successful to a point. But now they're coming after us. They're coming after gasoline engines. They're coming after your cars, your modified cars, because they consider them race car, right? So let's clarify, what is a race car? Well, according to the EPA, I'm sure they've got their own definition, but anything that messes with emissions, turbochargers, superchargers, exhaust, intake, tunes, everything that has to do with the engine that you modify in any way is now federal crime. Federal. I said that right. Not state. The big boys. Big government's on this kick right now for electric going forward. The problem with that is, well, they're electric and, you know, they're cool, I guess, but I like to be able to drive around a V8 and be able to feel and hear it, you know. The biggest thing is the country right now does not have the infrastructure available at this point. It's being built, but doesn't have it readily available across the country to sustain all electric cars in every household. It's going to be many years before that can happen. The EPA is saying that, you know, what we do is bad for the environment, bad for CARB, all of that, trying to turn the rest of the country into California. I don't want to live in California, that's why I don't freaking live there, right? My car runs on E85. It's better than gasoline every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Running E85 is better for the environment than regular fossil fuels, right? I mean, it's corn. So I'm pulling into Ford dealership, the one that I come to all of the time. And Alex Flores brought up a really good point. Why is big industry not talking about this more? Like it doesn't matter. I mean, this is hitting us now. Everybody needs to sign the RPM Act right now, today, and spread this video, or somebody else is talking about this, because it's going to be too little too late here very quickly. We cannot sit on this. It has to be done right now. In the background, you see all these Mustangs here. I'm passing by a few of them. The point I'm trying to get across to you is, why buy this car ever again? Why buy a Ford Mustang, Camaro, Challenger, anything? It doesn't matter. It could be a Kia Soul. It could be Ford Explorer. It doesn't matter what it is. If you touch that car in a way that the EPA does not want you to, you're breaking a federal law, not state, federal. Okay? Huge consequences could happen. EPA is not playing around, and neither should we. We need to get together. We need to army up and talk about this. Sign the RPM Act. Sign it. Okay? Get in touch with your senators. We don't have lawyer money, so that's where the senators come in, the ones that are on our side. So this needs to be talked about, because if the EPA wins, right, we're going to lose all of the ability to modify these things. So what's the point? Why? And think about this. Never mind the hobby, never mind the thrill that you and I get from modifying, going fast, and racing, because they're considered, these VIN number cars that are modified, race cars. What about the people that work in the industry that sell those car parts? They're coming after tuners first, and if you can't tune, if the tuners go away, well, what's the point of like cold air intakes, exhaust, all that? We've already seen that headers, good luck getting catless headers anymore. I mean, before they were all labeled as off-road. Yes, that's nothing new, and that's fine. Now they're trying to say that it's illegal. So all of these header companies, go to Corsa Performance right now and try to find headers. They're not even on the website. So you may still be able to get the catted version, but you know, if you're chasing big horsepower, if you're into racing, right? Because racing is one of the things that people hold dear to their hearts. I do too. For some, it pays the bills. And you try to put high flow cats on a 1,000 horsepower Mustang, for example. It ain't gonna work very well. So if the tuners go away, then all of these other auto parts manufacturers are gonna close their doors. You're going to see a large influx of the unemployed, okay? And we're talking about a 40 to 50 billion, with a B, billion-dollar industry. Gone. Gone. Really, really tough times. Really scary. You know, we, under our last president, I'm not going to get into politics, but I mean, if you're watching this video, you pretty much already probably agree with me. There was a large influx of jobs and careers, and now they seem to be going away, and they want you to be afraid and scared. This might demonetize my video, but guess what? The importance of this message needs to be spread. You know, we need to be talking about this. This guy is literally about to stop. Yeah, that was about an accident. So what does racing mean for me? What does modifying mean for me? You can answer yours for yourself, but for me, I can tell you that as a combat veteran, 4 combat tours, okay, it helps channel my energy. It takes my mind off of things. So yeah, we go to the gym, we do things like that. But my main focus is being able to turn wrenches and shut myself off from the world. It's kind of like playing video games or something. You tunnel in on something else, something that grabs your focus. For me, modifying cars and racing them is what does it for me. It's more than just a hobby. It's more than just a passion. It's literally something that gets me through the day, every day. There's a lot of people out there that can probably relate to this in some manner. What does modifying and racing cars mean for you? And what happens if that's taken away for some stupid government regulation because they want to push their electric agenda? All I can tell you is that now is the time that we need to be talking about it. I keep saying it. Go down in the description, fill it out. Fill it out, right? It's too easy. It'll take you 20 seconds. Now, here's the other thing too. If they come after these cars and they make this stuff all illegal to be able to touch a VIN numbered car, what else is next? So everybody's thinking about the here and now. I am thinking about the future, and you should be too. If they can get away with this, and they might, unless we do something about it, what is next? You need to be thinking about that. Ask yourself that. This is serious, serious business. Do something about it. Sign the RPM Act. Tell everybody that you know, whether they are a car enthusiast or not, that they need to be on board with this, because this is policy, it's federal policy, it's not right, and we need to stop it. We need to stop it. This is our country. We're supposed to be free, and it's just being taken away from us. It's slipping through our fingers. I mean, we gotta do something. It starts with you. It starts with every single one of you watching. Sign the RPM Act. Do something about it. I'm doing my part. What are you doing? Stop the video, pause it, go down, sign it. Please. This could be the end, unless something is done. It's not about the environment, it's about money. It's about money. Anybody out there with common sense and good judgment will know this. It's about money. And maybe that's one of the reasons why Ford, Chevy, Dodge aren't really speaking up about this. Maybe there's a hidden agenda behind that. Maybe they're taking a lot of government money. We've all seen these stimulus checks. We're getting a mere fraction of the money that's being paid out against our national debt. Where's it going? You know, are these people being bought and paid for? I don't know, but they're not talking about it, and they should be.